Hello everybody, it's your old pal Michael. Probably wondering, why are you looking at the Christmas tree? Why also are you wondering it's still up? Well, we just haven't had time to take down our decorations yet. The reason why I have the camera facing this way instead of at me is because before I continue filming, I want to warn everybody that this video is actually going to contain some bloody descriptions, some graphic descriptions, just for your information. So, and by the way I look too isn't exactly the greatest, because I look kind of like I got beat up. So if you want to stop watching this video at this time, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to flip the camera around. You're going to see what I look like, and you're going to see and you're going to hear the story of why I look the way I do. Alright, there I am. Look at that. Big cut across the nose. Got a bruise right there. Good old shiner by my eye. A little bruise right there. And I don't know if you can see it, but I think there's like a light bruise right there, at least because it hurts. Nothing really on that side of the face. So you're wondering, why in the world, Michael, do you look like you got beat up? Well, I went a couple of rounds with Ronda Rousey. No, I'm just kidding. I really didn't. But, you know, I look better at least than what Rocky did at the end of the first Rocky movie. And I actually do look better than what Ronda Rousey did when she got beat by Holly Holm. So, yeah, at least I can say I look a little bit better than that. No, I did not go a couple of rounds with somebody. No, I did not get beat up. The reason why I look like this is because I fainted. So here's the story. Yesterday I was working, and I was working in the frozen section. So I was working in our freezer. I was putting up ice cream on the shelf. I was building an end cap because we had a sale coming up. So I finished putting up the ice cream, and I went on break because it's like I wanted a chance for myself to warm up, because I was going back and forth between the warm air and the cold air, but I was mostly in the freezer, actually, like moving some ice cream around at the time. So I decided, like I said, go on break. So I did. So I was sitting on my hands, actually, so I can get them warmed up. And I was eating my vegetables. I like to always eat vegetables, stay healthy. So I was eating carrots, celery, and I was eating some yellow pepper. And all of a sudden, after I got done eating, I was thinking, man, feeling really dizzy. Like, all of a sudden, I just felt dizzy out of nowhere. I felt really, really dizzy. And because I didn't want to put my hand, lay down, put my head and my arms on the table, because I didn't want people to walk by and say, hey, are you okay? So I decided instead to go in the bathroom. And so I just sat there on the john, just trying to get everything back. So still feeling really dizzy. And then I thought to myself, and by the way, when I was looking at the ground, it looked like it was spinning a little bit. So I just closed my eyes, trying to, take some deep breaths, breathe slowly, trying to regain everything. And then I thought to myself, well, you know what? I think I should lay on the ground, just in case I pass out here. Next thing I know, I'm actually on the ground. Like all of a sudden I just woke up. My face was very cold on one side, and I'm thinking, well, I guess I decided to lay on the ground after all. I guess I don't know how I got down here, but I did. But then as soon as I got up, blood was starting to drip from me. I was dripping on the floor, and I'm like, what in the world just happened? So I went over, looked in the mirror, and I had a cut across my nose. I actually had 2 cuts, so I quickly cleaned that up. I could see I was already having a bruise develop here and bruises in the other places as well. So I went and talked to my boss. He said go home for the day, so I did. Came home rested, then I went to the doctor to find out what's wrong with me. They took my blood pressure a few times. They asked me to, of course, quickly stand up, sit down, lay down, stand up, sit up, things like that. Told me to touch my nose with my eyes closed. Did basically gave me a physical to find out how I'm doing. They said I have low blood pressure, but they're not sure if that was what the issue was, so they took some blood from me. So we're actually going to be finding out next Thursday what the entire issue is with me. Hopefully it was nothing. Hopefully it was just like a one-time incident, maybe where like my blood sugar was low. Because I told him, obviously I'm running, I'm training for a race, training for the Kalamazoo Marathon, as you've been seeing with my videos for the training series. However, I asked him if I can continue running. He said, until next Thursday, no running. So, fortunately, you won't be seeing any videos coming out about my training, how it's going. So, it's a little setback, not a big one. And hopefully, once the news comes out about me, everything's okay and I can continue running. Because I'd hate to all of a sudden not be able to do this distance, or I can't do running at all anymore. I'd really hate that. So that just sucks. So let me actually turn on the camera right now too. I'm going to show you actually outside. As you can see, if you can see past Kathleen's clings, a lot of the snow is melting out here, and it's actually foggy out. We still got a little bit of ice on the driveway as well. I'm going to actually go out and scrape the rest of that off because we've actually got a big snowstorm coming. They said 5 to 9, but now I guess it's been downgraded to 4 to 7 inches. So we'll be keeping you updated on the snow that's heading our way as well. Just to let you know how much we ended up getting. Kind of like what we got for Winter Storm Bella back in November. Of course, then we only got 3 inches, but with the ground actually warming up a little bit, it might not stick as much, but I have a feeling it still will because the ground's still pretty cold. So we're probably going to get a lot of that snow. So I got to, probably for the first time this year, use the snowblower. I couldn't use it for the last one because the snow was so heavy it wouldn't blow. My snowblower only works if it's light snow. Duh. Unfortunately, that sucks. So, oh well. So I'm going to go outside, scrape the ice off the driveway, and then I got to get ready for work today. So don't forget, you can subscribe to my channel for more content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description below. Hopefully all this will heal fast. The doctor said it would, just because of the fact it's on my face. There's more blood in my face. Obviously, yes, I could tell when I was bleeding right from there. In fact, if you zoom in really closely, there's definitely a lot of blood around it, so I think I can clean it up a little bit and get a little bit more of it off. I asked him, too, for a smaller Band-Aid because I had a huge one going across my nose. I kind of looked ridiculous, so I asked him just to put a smaller one on there, which he did. So we'll talk to you probably again on Monday with the Sports Talk episode talking about NFL playoffs. So until then, this is Michael Loudon, over and out.